Happy morning, my dear children. Welcome to Elga online class. I hope you are all safe all the time while you are attending the online class. Make sure that you have notebook, eraser, rule pencil along with you. Shall we move to our today's class? Yes. Today we have to cover Unit 1 and Day 2. What did you learn from your today's class? Yes, today also we learnt about 5 components. What are that? You already know, but again one time say me. Phonics, whole words, reading and listening comprehension, grammar part, and then writing and speaking expression skill. Today, first we will see the phonics session. In today's class also we will see a vowel diagrams. What is the meaning by vowel diagrams? Yes, when two letters come together where at least one is a vowel, we will say the one sound. Once again, when two letters come together where at least one is a vowel, they create a one sound. These sounds are called vowel diagrams. I show that this is the vowel diagrams from your Unit 1 SR book. Okay? Yes, vowel diagram means what? When two letters come together where at least one is a vowel, they create one sound. These sounds are called vowel diagrams. Today also we will read this diagrams, right? E as in E, right? E as in field. You also read along with me. E as in chief. E as in peace. E as in thief. Here having some more examples. E as in brief. E as in grief. E as in relief. Next, E-I-E. E digraph. E as in receive. E as in ceiling. E as in size. Next, E-Y-E digraph. E as in key. E as in donkey. E as in hockey. E as in monkey. Next, E-Y-E digraphs. E as in chimney. E as in jockey. E as in alley. E as in valley. Do you understand, my dear children? So, from today's class also in our phonics section, we will read this vowel diagrams orally. Okay? I will send this page to your WhatsApp group. You also read, practice. Okay? Yes. Do you understand? Vowel diagram means what? Once again, when two letters come together where at least one is a vowel, they create one sound. These sounds are called vowel diagrams, right? This slide you have to read these words. Yes, my dear children. Let us move to the whole words section. Do you know that whole words? Yes. See this, my dear children. These are all the whole words, right? We read these words by looking at them and saying them as it is. We do not use the letter sounds to read these words, right? From yesterday's class, we recap these 5 whole words. These are all previous level whole words. Just we have to once again recap, okay? Today, we are going to recap this 5, okay? Yes. There, reached, went, went, again, again, time, time. Okay? Yes, let us move to this unit whole words. From our yesterday's class, we saw these 4 whole words. Today, you are going to write these whole words in your notebook 5 times. Okay? Yes. What are that? Leaving, stayed, find, then. So my dear children, this also I will send you in WhatsApp. You will write 5 times whole words. Leaving, leaving. I will spell the word Leaving. Leaving, leaving. Next, stayed, stayed. You also spell along with me. Yes, T-A-Y-E-D. Stayed. Yes, T-A-Y-E-D. Stayed. Next, find, find. F-I-N-D. Find, find. Next, then. T-H-E-N. Then. Once again, we will recap that. Leaving, leaving. I'll send you WhatsApp. You will write 5 times. Next, stayed, stayed, stayed. Find, find. Then, how many times you have to write this whole words? 5 times, right? Yes. Yes, great, my dear children. Let us move to the reading and listening comprehension session. From our yesterday's class, we learnt about predictions. Shall we recap that? Yes. Do you know about the predictions, my dear children? Yes, making predictions. Making predictions means guessing what will happen next in the story. To make predictions, follow these 3 tips. What are that? Do you remember that? Yes. Before reading, you are going to read the story. You have to follow these 3 steps. Before reading, you have to look at the title and picture. What do you have to do? Look at the title and the pictures, right? Yes. Next, step 2. During reading, while you are reading, just you have to stop. What did you do? Just you have to stop reading. Guess what will happen next. What is that? While you are reading the story, step 2. Stop reading. What will happen the next from that story? Just you have to think about, right? Next, step 3. After reading, you guess that meaning, right? What will happen next? See if your prediction was right or not. You have to guess that answer, no? Just you have to find out that is right or not. So, my dear children, while you are reading a story, just you have to follow these 3 steps, right? Yes. So, today you are going to read a new story from your SR book, okay? This also I will send you in WhatsApp. You have to read out orally, okay? Yes. This is your reading and listening comprehension session story. SR4 from your SR book, my dear children. Wine, Fire and Paper. What is the title of the story? Wine, Fire and Paper. Next, adapted from Chinese folk tales. Who is the illustrator? Dhanasri Selvi. Today you are going to read the story, okay? Wine, Fire and Paper. First of all, I will read the story. Before we have to start this story, I will show one worksheet. So this is your worksheet number 1, my dear children. What will happen next? You have to follow the predictions. What do I predict? First, what is that step 1? Before reading, you are going to see the picture and title, right? Which line in the story tells me that? Right? Just you have to think about these two questions, okay? Yes. I'll read the story carefully. You have to. Once again, my dear children, while you are reading that story, you have to finding the meaning of a new word. This is very important to you, okay? While you are reading the story from your SR book, just you have to see that. Look at the picture first of all. What is that? Look at the picture and then read the sentence again. Look at the picture. After that, read the sentence again. Connect it with what do you already know. Connect it with what do you already know about that story. Next, guess the meaning. You have to find the meaning of a new word. Okay. Shall we move to the story page? Yes. Now I am going to read the story Wine, Fire and Paper. What is the title of the story? Wine, Fire and Paper. Adapted from Chinese Folktales. Illustrator Dhanasri Selvi. See the first page. In every corner having a page numbers, right? Yes. You have to connect the predictions. You have to look at the picture first. Okay? Yes. After that, you have to read this. Today, I will read that. An old man lived in China with his 2 sons. His sons were married to 2 sisters. They were living happily in this house. Let us move to the next page. This is page number 2. The 2 sisters wanted to visit their parents before leaving. The sisters wanted to visit their parents. Before leaving, they took the blessings of the old man. I read the story right. The 2 sisters wanted to visit their parents. Before leaving, they took blessings of the old man. They said, "We want to gift you something. What do you want?" They said, "We want to gift you something." Right? What do you want? This is the page number 2. Next, page number 3. Get wine and fire wrapped in a paper. He said. The sisters promised to get his gift. Once again, I'll read the page. Get wine and fire wrapped in a paper. He said. The sisters promised to get his gift. Let us see the next page. This is the page number 4. They stayed for a few days with their parents. They stayed for a few days with their parents. Now it was time for them to return. Now it was time for them to return. But they could not find the gift for the old man. But they could not find the gift for the old man. Let us move to the next page. They asked many people, but they could not help them. They asked many people, but they could not help them. People said, "Wine will blow the paper and fire will burn the paper." People said, "Wine will blow the paper and fire will burn the paper." Next, the 2 sisters started crying. Next page, page number 6. The 2 sisters started crying. Just then a woman came to help them. She said, "I can put wine and fire in a paper." She said, "I can put wine and fire in a paper." Did you listen that class today from the story? Yes, let us see that predictions. First one, what will happen next? What do I predict? What is that? You have to guess the meaning. And tomorrow we will discuss this, okay? Which line in the story tell me that? This two you have to think and say it, okay? We will discuss the answer from tomorrow. This is the reading and listening comprehension session story, okay? Yes. Just you have to think about, my dear children, what did you get from this story? What are the predictions? What will happen the next? From tomorrow we will continue this story, okay? My dear children, let us move to the grammar part. Okay? Today I am going to introduce a countable and uncountable nouns. Do you know that already? Yes. See that examples. Here I put some things. Did you listen that? Yes. Book, salt, stick pens, rule pencil and water, right? Just you have to guess it. These are all the countable or uncountable? Yes. Books. Books are the countable nouns. Next, salt. Salt is the countable or uncountable? Yes, this is uncountable noun. Next, what is this? Pen and rule pencil pens. These are all countable nouns. Next, water. Water is a uncountable noun. So, do you know about the difference from countable and uncountable nouns? Yes, great Kutima. Once again, books, pens, pencils are the countable nouns. Then salt, water, rice, wheat, these are all the uncountable nouns, right? Yes, let us move to the today's class. So, my dear children, in your notebook, you will write a tabular column, countable and uncountable. You will write five things in your notebook. After that, I will show that. See this? This like you have to put a tabular column, countable nouns, uncountable nouns. You will write five things in your notebook, okay? Yes. And also, you don't have a worksheet. So, see this, my dear children. I will give you 1 minute time. Short the words by writing them in the correct column. See this, countable and uncountable. I'll give you 30 seconds time. Just you have to guess the answer. Already you wrote in your notebook tabular columns, right? Write these answers also. Which one is the countable and which one is the uncountable nouns? I'll send you in WhatsApp this page, okay? Write neatly and send. Yes, great, my dear children. Yeah, great, my dear children. Let us move to the writing and speaking expression skill. In our yesterday's class, we wrote some. What are that? Story elements. Do you know that? Yes, story means. Yes means settings. T means talking characters. O means a problem. Next, R means resolving the problem. Yeah, solution, right? Yesterday we read the story, right? Cinderella's house, right? Yes. Shall I ask some questions? Where is the story taking place? At Cinderella's house, right? Yes. Who are the characters in the story? Yeah, great. Cinderella, her stepmother and two stepsisters. What was the problem faced by the character? Yes, she is not allowed to go to a party. Her family does not like her, right? Yes. What did the character to resolve the problem? She tries to go out, but the door is locked from the outside, right? What was the solution of the problem? Yes, a fairy comes and helps her. These are that, right? So my dear children, in the last class we read about the Cinderella, right? We saw that she does not have parents and she lives in a house with her stepmother and stepsisters who do not like to her, right? Is there anything that you would like to changes in the story? Your changes means you have to think about, right? The story changes completely when we change the problem of the story, right? Today we will change the problem that Cinderella faced and think a new problem, okay? So my dear children, today you are going to draw some things about the Cinderella story, okay? Yes. So my dear children, in your notebook you have to draw this like settings, talking characters, or a problem, resolving a problem, or a solution, okay? Just you have to think and draw like the settings. Where is the settings? Cinderella's house. Talking characters, Cinderella, stepmother and stepsisters you have to draw. What a problem. Did not allow them to attend the party. Resolving the problem, he tried to move the place but the door was locked. A solution, a fairy come and help. So my dear children, just you have to put your tabular column in your notebook. You have to pause the video. You will write the steps. You have to draw some like, okay? I will send you in WhatsApp this page, okay? Yes. So my dear children, let us recap what did we learn today, okay? Now our phonics section, vowel digraph, once again we have to read that, okay? That is vowel. Then whole words. We saw 4 whole words, right? What are that? Living, started, find and then you will write 5 times. Next, reading and listening comprehension. We read a new story, right? I'll send you. You have to read out orally. Next, our grammar part. Countable and uncountable nouns. That also you have to write and send to me in WhatsApp, okay? Next, writing and speaking expression. You are going to draw some things about that story, okay? Okay children, bye. Thank you. Happy learning. Be safe.